Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? I am super duper excited because I get to hang out with award-winning author Toni Shiloh on today. And guys, let me just tell you, it is live and in color. I remember when Toni did the cover reveal, so we have been excited about the Christmas catch, guys. It is a sweet Christmas novella. Let me tell you, with all the feels. There's banter. There's all these things that you will enjoy about the Christmas catch. Oh my goodness, guys. So, of course, you already know what to do. Like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe because we are hanging out with Toni Shiloh on today. And guess what? It is all things Christmas as well. So grab a warm beverage, pull up a seat, and let's enjoy our time with Toni Shiloh on today, talking about her new release, The Christmas Catch. Oh my goodness. And Toni, my friend, I'm going to allow you the opportunity to introduce yourself to the people.
Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you having me back on the cafe. I'm Toni Shiloh, for those of you who haven't met me yet. I write Christian contemporary romances that give you all the feels, encourage your faith, and hopefully make you laugh a little as well.
I love that. I love that. And Toni, before we get into it, I'm glad that you mentioned that you write books with all the feels, including our faith. And I love that about the Christmas catch as well. And we're going to talk about some of those elements that you talked about in this book. I mean, from forgiveness, there were some redemptive moments in there, forgiveness of self, receiving God's love, God's ultimate love, loving yourself, all those good things as well, as we enjoyed the Christmas catch. So thank you for sharing that about a part of your writing with us as well. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're hanging out with Toni Shiloh on today. But before we get into the book, let's talk about the outer of the book. First of all, it's the Christmas catch, guys. You remember when she did a cover reveal? Take a look at that cover. It is such a fun cover, Toni. It's so Christmassy. I love it. But what was that like for you when you saw the final cover for the Christmas catch? Because they nailed it. I love it.
No, I loved it too. I don't know. It's one of those kind of like you squill. You're like, oh my gosh, that's the cover. It's perfect. And then you're like, oh wait, let me like look at all the details. The football,
Yes.
the reindeer. Like it's perfect. Even her green dress. Um,
Yes. And Tony, you know the shoes stuck out to me. You
right?
know the shoes. Look, I tried to give a little red, she gave a little pop of color. But again, as Toni said, the attention is in the details, guys, of this cover as well. And it's such a fun cover. And speaking of the cover, Toni, this book, guys, it is in Target. It is available where books are sold, but it's also specifically available in Target. What was that like for you? Knowing that it was in Target, and of course, guys, there was some sightings. People was posting. I had a sighting at my local Target. I have a video that I did as well when I saw Toni's book, and it's such a joyous feeling to be like, "That's my friend. That's my friend." But what was that like for you to know that the book was in Target for this novella?
I was so excited to know that it was going to be in Target. It's not something that happens often. This is only my third book that's been in Target. So it's a huge deal. I went as soon as I could, but my Target was sold out when I went. So I haven't seen it. That's why I appreciated you doing the video of it. And I've been tagged by other people. So it's cool knowing it's out there, but also really cool knowing that it's been sold out in some places as
Yes,
well.
I was about to say, Toni, that's exciting as well to know that, hey, you might not have seen it, but it's because it was sold out. So I love that as well. We have Helen Gibson joining us on today. Tiffany of Tiff's Happy Place said that it is a fun cover. It is a fun cover, Tiffany. We have Myra Cook hanging out with us on today. Of course, Letitia's telling us it's a cute cover as well. So they are loving this cover as well. Guys, if you're just joining us, it is a great show on today. We are super duper excited. We have been excited about the Christmas Catch ever since Toni did the cover reveal for this amazing novella as well. Now, Toni, we're going to talk about the book, but we're going to also talk about all things Christmas as well. And of course, last year you gave us a Christmas book as well. This book you gave us this year you gave us the Christmas Catch. What is it about a good Christmas story that you enjoy writing and bringing to us?
Ooh, that's a good question. It's definitely not just one thing I can pick that jumps out at me. It's probably like the whole package, right? It's the music, it's the gifts, it's the family and friends that are in there, the activities, the traditions everyone likes to do, like baking cookies,
Yes.
all of it. Like, I'm like, how much can I throw in there and just bring out all the Christmas feels and this nostalgia, and by also delivering a good story around the whole season as well.
And Toni, as you can see, when you were talking about the whole nostalgia of Christmas, Christmas is my favorite time of the year. And one of the things that I loved about this book, I love the baking cookies.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And Toni, the Christmas parade. Oh my God. I mean, you gave us all things Christmas. I love that. When they went to the reindeer farm. I mean, just all the things. I love that you was able to include those into this book to give us that Christmas feel as well. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, Toni, is if you can spill a little tea. The name of this book is The Christmas Catch. Okay, tell us about this. And I mean, it's kind of like twofold, play on words a little bit.
Right.
But The Christmas Catch. Tell us about this title. And we want to know, was this your working title or did it come later?
So yeah, it's definitely a title that came later. This I had originally published this way back as an indie novella. So it was called A
Okay.
Sideline Christmas. So when I
Oh,
redid it with Bethany House, they came up with the Christmas Catch, and I was like, that's absolutely perfect. Like, definitely
yeah.
hits the football, the theme, like it's all there.
I love that. And see, guys, we got a little tea. We got a little tea as well. Now, Toni, can you share with us, go into a little bit more details. You told us that this was originally an indie project and later Bethany House picked it up. We have a new name, the Christmas Catch, all of that good stuff as well. But when you think about the journey of this story or what have you, what inspired it?
Oh, so this has been um probably like my love story to football. Like, I'm a huge football fan.
Yes.
And it's one of those things like, wait, why haven't I incorporated my love of football in a book? And I also love Christmas just like you do. So I was like, if I can somehow combine football and Christmas in one little small package, and makes it really fun for the reader, I'm totally there. So I just sat there and just kind of brainstormed and like asked myself, like, what story does the football player have to tell me? Where is he from? All of those things, and the Christmas Catch just came from that.
I love that. I love that. And Toni, let me just tell you, I mean, when you think about this book, guys, let me just tell you, okay, are y'all ready? Okay, there is Christmas, okay? There is football. There is second chance. There is banter. I mean, Toni is giving us all the feels. And Toni, there are moments in there. Of course, there's some laugh out loud moments. And guys, we're going to talk about the characters in just a little bit. There's so much that I want to share with you guys about the Christmas Catch as well. And it sounds like to me, Toni, that you enjoyed bringing us all those things: football, Christmas, and entangling them together was just awesome. And I love how you did it, and the characters just radiated off the page. I mean, there are characters in here where you kind of love to hate a little bit, but then again, you give us that vulnerability to give us the story of why they're the way they are. Like I said, you touch a little bit on, redemption, forgiveness. All of those things are included in this Christmas story as well. And I love there was some scenes in here, guys. They're doing some planning. So I love that those planning scenes as well, Toni. I would love to kind of ear hustle like behind the scene of what that was like for you to write those particular different scenes and those different personalities. What was that like?
I mean,
Look, all we can say is Reverend Walker, okay?
I know he's everyone's favorite person to not like this holiday season. Honestly, I think I crack myself up more than anything. It's one of those moments where I'm like writing all the different characters, they're having their comments, and I'm just like laughing, like, ooh, someone said that, or ooh, I didn't think that they were gonna go there, but they did, and I'm laughing. And then every now and then I'll stop and I'll be like, wait, will anyone else laugh or enjoy the characters as much as I am? Like, is it too over the top, or are they all, tracking with me? So I'm glad that you loved all the characters.
I love it. I love it. And look, I definitely want to share with you. Helen says she can't wait to read this one. She's a huge fan of football, also. So she know that she will thoroughly enjoy this one, and she absolutely loved "You Make It Feel Like Christmas." Yes, that was last year's book. I love that one too. So she know that she will enjoy this one too. Yes, Helen, you are in for a treat, my friend. Now, okay, Toni. Speaking of the characters, okay, we're going to talk about the characters just a little bit in detail, but I want you to spill a little bit of tea. Is there a character that was kind of interesting and fun for you to write? And it may be more than one, because there are some funny characters in this book, and there are some characters that are a little more serious. But is there a character that was a little more interesting, borderline fun for you to write? And then, of course, we want to know the flip side. Is there a character that was a little more complex in this story to bring out what you wanted them to share with us?
So I think for fun, there's a tie between Hope and May. I
Yes,
absolutely love both of their characters, and
yes,
they both had me cracking up. I was like,
yes.
so I love those two. And then the flip side was definitely Reverend Walker. It's one of those things like, okay, I know you have a story, I know you have a reason why you are the way you
Mm-hmm.
are. So what is it? Because right now I don't like you.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, what is that deep down root cause?
exactly. Like, are you redeemable, or are you just one of those people you chalk up and say like they are who they are, and you have to
Yeah.
live with it? So
Yeah.
he was definitely my complicated guy.
Wow, wow. Now, Toni, when you think about these characters, and of course, I'll just say like some of their names, and you can tell us what comes to mind when you think about those particular characters. And because you said it's a tie between Hope and May, let's start with them. Tell us about 7-year-old Hope, guys. Let me just tell you, you will fall in love with her. She is adorable, but the things that she say and when she say them, okay, I love it. I love it. And oh my goodness, Toni, I love how her and Jalen, how they kind of have their own bonding. Oh
Yeah.
man, you just did that so well. But tell us about Hope.
Yeah, so Hope's the football loving 7-year old who, like any kid, just says whatever on their mind, regardless of who's there, who's listening. And I honestly, what made me, every time she came on the scene, I thought about Hope. Like, she brings that joy, she brings the hope of Christmas, what you want to see for the holidays, just that infectious laugh, just an enjoyment over everything. So she definitely kept me loving the story and kept me writing.
I love that. I love that. And we have to talk about BB's best friend, guys. Oh my goodness, May.
Yeah, she's the one people keep asking me if I'm going to write her story next.
Ooh,
Um, but May, what I love about May is that like she's ready to basically react how BB needs her. She's like, are we going to be serious about this, or do you need to laugh? Like, whatever you're feeling, like I'm on board. But she's quick to point out, there's your ex, and he's still good looking. Like, How are you going to handle that?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I want for you to tell a little bit about, let's talk a little bit about Jalen's mom. Because I mean, she was, of course, opposite of the dad or what have you. But she was also like at moments, she would be that buffer to
Mhm.
kind of keep the peace or what have you. But what can you share with us about her?
Yeah, I feel like she's everyone's mom, if that makes sense. Like, she's
Oh,
the one you can go to talk to when you need to talk to, get advice. She's ready to cook your favorite meals, welcome
yes.
you back without a second thought. Like, she's just the mom that everyone looks forward to.
And one of the things which Jalen talks about too, y'all, she gonna feed you.
Yeah.
That's one of her love language. She's gonna feed you. Okay, I love that. I love that. And of course, I know we've kind of mentioned Jalen or what have you. But what can you tell us about Jalen's character as well? Because he's a little complex, but there is reasons that he is the way that he is, and then he's kind of battling some inner things, some inner thoughts, some inner feelings as well. And Toni, oh my goodness, I gotta share this before you talk about his character. I love his prayers, if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
I
I mean,
love that.
he's like, okay, Lord, I know it's been a while. You hear me, Lord? Did you get that, Lord? And they're just short, and they're just real. It's like, Lord, I know it's been a while, but can you heal me? But I love those little. I mean, it was just like the little bitty things. I'm so nerdy, but for me, I just was like, oh,
No, but the great thing about Jay is he's honest, right?
yes,
Even though he's, made some mistakes in the past when it came to BB, he's like, all right, here's the elephant in the room. Let's talk about it.
let's talk about it.
Let's just get it out of the way. But on the flip side, with his dad, like, there's a lot of hurt because his
Yeah.
dad is that judgmental character, the one who it's his way or the highway, and so when it comes to his dad, he's more quiet. He's standoffish. He doesn't want to be
Yeah.
around them. Um, I liked seeing Jay morph over, from beginning to end. He went from that, like, I don't even want to be in the same room as my dad, to, all right, fine, let's sit down, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
We can't
Yeah.
do this any longer. So I really liked watching his transformation.
Yeah. And thank you for bringing that on the page too, where from the beginning of the book, you actually see that transformation of Jalen as well. And again, there are moments that pull at your heartstring as well. And even I love your build up as well, where there's a moment where he goes from like not speaking to the dad barely, and then there's a moment where it's almost like he couldn't take anymore, and it was like he said what he had to say, but he tried to kind of keep it so because he didn't want to disrespect his dad
Right.
or what have you too, but just that build up to know that okay, this can't keep festering because something has to give. So thank you for sharing that with us too. Again, guys, this is a book of all the feels. Yes, she gives us Christmas, she gives us football, she gives us second chances, but again, she gives us those redemptive moments, and I love how you pull back the layers of the characters because with again, same thing with BB's character. I mean, there is some deep down hurt, and you can even see both of their transformation, their maturity from when this, because guys, they were high school, they happened in high school, and now they're grown and kind of pulling back. And oh my goodness, okay, Toni, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna let you talk a little bit about this. um I love the realness of Jalen because there's a moment in the book where he realized his wrong. Like he was like, man, I could have handled that different back then. I see my wrong of where I went wrong with her. Like it was like I just left her, and then no communication, or what have you. It was like maybe I could have did a little different. It was all about football. But tell us a little bit about that and why that was important for you to actually allow him to kind of have that come to himself moment, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so guys, they're a little thick in the head sometimes, right? And I think with Jaleel, like you said, he was so focused on football that it didn't even occur to him like the depth of hurt he caused. So I needed him to kind of pull his head out of the clouds and be like, "Hey, look, think about it. Remember how the conversation went, and then think about what you want to say next to her." And I feel like once he had that moment where he realized how he broke up with her, the way it happened, when it happened, and then, his life afterward, I think he was like, okay, you know what? I get why she's upset with me. And I need to make amends so that if I want a second chance, I can actually have that opportunity instead of thinking I can just smooth talk her and it'll be okay.
Yes. Okay. Now, Toni and guys, if you're just joining us, we're hanging out with Toni Shiloh. As you can see, I'm super duper excited. It is the Christmas Catch. Oh my goodness, guys! It is available where books are sold. We'll be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy. Of course, it's at Target. Our good old indie bookstore, Riches and Reading, they have copies of it as well. We'll be putting links in the comment section. All of that good stuff. And Toni is going to share a little snippet. But before she do, Toni, oh my goodness, we got to talk about this, my friend. The meet cute. Oh my goodness, guys. And guys, the meet cute is at the beginning. This is not spilling too much tea, but Jalen has a accident on the football field, okay, and it's bad, okay, and so he's coming home to his parents' house. He's still kind of a little loopy for the meds, and guess who he see on the porch? I love it, and oh Hope, good old cute little Hope, she's there too, which that was like the icing on the cake of this meet cute. But tell us a little bit about writing that meet cute, and was it fun for you? Because it was fun for me to read.
Oh yeah, it was totally fun for me. It was again one of those moments where I'm like laughing as I'm writing it, and I'm like, I hope everyone else laughs and gets like the humor behind this.
Yes.
That's actually the snippet I was thinking of reading from is that
Oh,
meet cute.
exciting. I love it. I love it. And Toni, it's even like it's one of those meet cutes that like the aftermath, because even I love how you give us the point of views of what both of them are thinking, like after, like him is like, oh my goodness, what did I say? What was I thinking? And then her like, oh my goodness, he knows now that I have a, because it was like bam, he sees that she has a daughter, or
Yeah.
she has to announce that that's her daughter, or what have you too. So I absolutely love that meet cute. Okay, so guys, that's gonna lead us into, because Toni is getting ready to share a little snippet of the Christmas Catch, guys. Let me just tell you, you are in for a treat. Toni, you can share what you want to share, and then you can start when you are ready, and we are ready at the cafe to hear a little bit of the Christmas Catch.
All right. So, like she just said, the meet cute is probably one of my favorite parts of this story. I don't always have that meet cute that is sticks out in my mind, but like I will never forget these two meeting again. So I'm just gonna start. BB just pulled up in her house driveway, and Jay lives right next door. And so her daughter says, "Who's that, Mama?" BB turned left, following the direction of her daughter's pointed finger. Thank goodness she had a good tint on her car windows. She wouldn't have to worry about someone seeing Hope point. Why do kids have to be so obvious in their curiosity? The thought evaporated as soon as she saw the object of Hope's question. Jaleel Walker. What on earth is he doing here? BB's mind immediately transported her back in time to an era when she and Jay had laughed and joked, sitting on the front stoop while eating whoopie pies as children. Then her thoughts fast forwarded to senior year when their relationship took a dreamy turn, one filled with moonlight kisses under the oak trees. Her heart pinched with concern, pulling her from memory. Jay wore a full leg brace, and his parents flanked each side of him. He was hurt? Had it happened playing football or in some kind of car accident? BB pushed the car door open, barely noting the sound of Hope's opening as well. Before she could caution her feet or brace her heart, she'd met the Walkers on their front lawn. What happened? He tore 3 ligaments in his knee during the Thanksgiving game. What? That sucks, her daughter commented. Hope Marie Gordon? Her daughter stepped back, head dipping in shame. Sorry, Mama. BB shook her head, observing Jaleel. He turned slightly, eyes unfocused as he glanced her way. Her heart dipped again, but for a different reason this time. Lord have mercy. Why is he still so good looking? His warm brown skin leaned a little toward the lighter side, but remained darker than her complexion. His coffee colored eyes beckoned to her, daring her to remember their past. She blinked, trying to bring herself back to reality. There should be a rule that you could only return to your hometown with a bald head and a pot belly. Yet the muscles rippling his forearms as he gripped the crutches could not be ignored, nor the way his full lips caught her attention. Jaleel Walker had only improved with time. And I'm going to skip ahead a little bit to where um, he, before Bibi could nod in agreement, Jaleel's eyes seemed to find their focus, narrowing on her face. Lines appeared around his eyes as they crinkled with amusement. Bibi Willoughby. The use of her maiden name brought her eyes back to his mouth. A goofy smile appeared on his face. Don't you look like a fine Georgia peach? Wow, those must be some grade A painkillers. Hey, Jay. Bibi. A chuckle slipped through as he found the reunion funny, and he squinted as he looked back and forth between her and Hope. Either you have a mini-me, or I'm more tired than I thought. He's funny, Mama, Hope giggled. Jay tilted his head. You have a child? And that's all I'm going to leave with you.
Guys, let me just, okay, first of all, did y'all hear what he said? He was like, aren't you a fine Georgia Peach? I love it. Oh my goodness. And you have a child. She gonna leave you on that cliffhanger. Let me just tell you guys, you are in for a treat. Thank you so much, Toni, for sharing the meet cute with us. You know I'm a meet cute girly. I am so here for it as well. Letitia said that she loved it as well. And of course, guys, we are getting ready to play a round of this or that Christmas edition with Toni Shiloh. Toni, are you ready? Because, of course, there's no right or wrong answer. It is all things according to you.
I'm ready.
All right, let's get started. Toni, Christmas wreath or Christmas ribbon? Christmas wreath or Christmas ribbon?
Christmas wreath.
Okay, I love it. I love it. Apple cider or hot cocoa? Apple cider or hot cocoa?
Hot cocoa.
All right, Toni, for Christmas activities, Christmas parade or Christmas light sightings or Christmas light, going to watch the Christmas lights. So going to the Christmas parade or riding around watching the Christmas lights.
Christmas lights, definitely.
Okay, I love going to see the Christmas lights too, or just riding around, all that good stuff as well. Okay, Toni, we are decorating the tree, my friend. And guys, this is in the book. Okay, they have a little debate: white lights or color lights.
White lights.
And guys, you're gonna have to read the book to get the tea on that, okay? But let's just say there's a little something about these white lights and these color lights and who likes which one, okay? I love that. I love it as well. Toni, Christmas Eve, my friend, or Christmas Day?
Christmas Eve.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Toni, for sharing your this or that Christmas edition here with us at the cafe. Now, Toni, I want to ask you a little things about this particular book. I'm gonna say like a word or a phrase, and then I want for you to share with us how it pertains to the book or what have you. I've mentioned this one several times, but forgiveness.
Ooh, there are actually a few aspects of forgiveness in there. One of them is Jay's relationship with his father. His father was very anti-football when he was growing up, and so Jay always felt less than. So there is a forgiveness that has to happen between them two. Then, of course, since this is a second chance romance, there's forgiveness that needs to happen between Bibi and Jay, since he broke her heart. And then, which I'm really surprised you haven't mentioned yet, there is a forgiveness that needs to happen between Bibi and her ex-husband, who is not a fan favorite at all. So those are a few instances of forgiveness.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you also mentioned the ex-husband, because I'm trying not to give too much tea away. But can you tell us a little bit about his character? Because let me just tell you, okay, y'all, all I'm gonna say is his name is Will. Okay, he just gonna be Will right now. But tell us a little bit about his character, because as Toni says, Yeah, there's some side eye going on when it comes to Will. So tell us a little bit about that his character, and what was that like to write that for him too? Because
As weird as it sounds, I enjoy writing his character because he's just one of those guys like, can you get any worse? You're
right,
awful. And then he would surprise me and he would, you know, get worse. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm just gonna enjoy making you a bad guy then because I don't even think that you should be redeemed in the story. Like the story's not about you. We don't care about you. So let's just go all
right.
out and make you the bad guy.
Oh my goodness. And Rhonda said this was good. She can't wait to read it as well. And there are some moments, guys. All I say with this is there is some moments that of course there's some things that Will does that literally is just like he's down to one name, just Will, okay? Or what have you. But again, Toni, thank you for sharing that. Again, that there are certain elements of forgiveness with different characters that has to take place in this book, guys. Let me just tell you, it is an all-around good book with all the feels, and she gives us Christmas. Okay, you know we love a good Christmas story as well. And of course, guys, there is a giveaway. I'm going to let Toni share with us what the giveaway is going to be on today.
Yeah, so I'm very happy to give away a paperback copy of The Christmas Catch. And because I have one, I also have a little Christmas Catch ornament that will come with it.
I love it. Did you guys hear that? It is a print copy of the Christmas Catch, and there is a Christmas ornament, a little book swag to go along with it as well. And of course, guys, you know how we do it here. If you have made a comment in the comment section, you are in the running for this giveaway. I'm getting ready to go up and down the comment section, and my friend Toni is going to help me out. I am going to go up and down the comment section. She's going to tell me when to stop. And then that person will be the winner of a print copy of the Christmas Catch and a nice Christmas Catch ornament to go with it as well. Okay, Toni, I am ready, my friend.
All right. Stop.
Okay. Myra Cook, it is your day, my friend, with your wreath. You are the winner. If you will inbox me your information, I will get that over to Toni Shiloh, and you will get a print copy of the Christmas Catch as well as the bookish swag, which is an ornament to go with the Christmas Catch as well. Congratulations, my friend, and thank you so much for joining us as well. And of course, Toni, we have to ask you this, my friend. What did you enjoy about writing the Christmas Catch?
You have. I don't know if I can pick just one thing. I'll say the planning for the Christmas ball. That was definitely fun.
Ooh.
All the moments that BB and Jay had together while they were planning.
I love that. Okay, and will it happen to be a part? Well, you know what? No, I don't want to tell that. That's too much tea. I'll ask you offline. I'll ask you offline.
Okay.
I'll keep that because, guys, I gotta leave a little tea. I gotta leave y'all on the edge of your seats. I can't tell you all the goodness that happens in this story as well. Toni, and thank you so much for hanging out with us. The time goes by so fast, my friend. And of course, I know they want to know how they can get their hands on a copy of it. And of course, guys, I will let you know that it is at Target. You can also get a copy from Riches in Reading. There will be a Riches in Reading indie bookstore link in the comment section as well. But Toni, where else can they get their hands on a copy of the Christmas Catch? And it's available in ebook and print. Is that correct?
Yes, and audiobook as well. So you can find
audiobook lovers.
You can find the links on my website, tonishiloh.com. Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, like you said, Target, Riches in Reading, all your favorite places have a copy.
I love that, guys. And again, I have to reiterate, it's available in all three formats. So whatever suits your fancy, ebook, audiobook, and print. And guess what, guys? Books make great gifts, great stocking stuffers, or you can send them an audiobook copy or an ebook copy of the Christmas Catch as well. So I'm super duper excited about that. And of course, Toni, you have to share with us, my friend, how can we stay connected with you?
You can follow me on social media. You can sign up for my newsletter at tonishiloh.com / subscribe. Yeah, those are all the ways.
I love it. I love it. And guys, of course, we will put the link to Toni Shiloh's website there. And of course, sign up for her newsletter as well. And guys, if you do not follow her on social media, start following her. Oh my goodness, guys, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Wednesdays, and Toni, correct me if I'm wrong, on Wednesdays, guys, she has other authors to kind of do a little short little takeover where they read snippets of their latest release as well. And I love that. And I found several authors by listening to them reading short snippets from their books as well. So definitely make sure that you are following Toni Shiloh. And not only that, guys, help us to do all things Christmas by getting a copy of the Christmas Catch. And of course, guys, once you read it, definitely make sure you leave a review. I know that Toni Shiloh will be so appreciative of that. And not only that, guys, tell a friend to tell a friend. And book clubs, get you a copy. You guys talk about it during the holiday season. Get a buddy so you guys can talk about it as well. And of course, Toni, I want to allow you, my friend, to have the last words of what you want to say to the people.
Thank you guys all for coming out and listening to us and playing the this or that game, and for all your kind comments. I really appreciate it.
I love it. Well, Toni, thank you so much, my friend. Again, we are super duper excited about the Christmas Catch. And of course, guys, you can stay connected with me. You can follow me on social media at Angela Anderson Presents. Be sure to subscribe to my newsletter as well. Not my newsletter. Well, you can subscribe to my newsletter on my website, but you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. So again, thank you so much, Toni Shiloh, for joining us on today. And guys, as we always say, have an amazing day, because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we'll see you later. Be sure to get a copy of the Christmas Catch in ebook, audio, or print. Have a great night.